Buy 2 to 4 units with a VA loan. Hey everyone, it is Jeff Trevarthen, Jeff the Mortgage Bro. Thanks so much for watching. I got to really say, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. It seems like my audience is continuing to grow, and I really appreciate that. So if you're one of those people that are watching this, thanks so much for liking the video down below, and thank you so much for subscribing. It really helps with the algorithm. It helps me get my word out and my message out to other people. And that is that I want to be the #1 loan officer on YouTube. It's going to take a long time to get there, but all your help and support is appreciated. So thanks so much. All right, today's topic, we're talking about, again, my favorite topic that I always say and I always mention every single time, which is VA loans. And then specifically today, we're talking about how to get a 2 to 4 unit property with a VA loan. So 2 to 4 units would be considered residential multifamily. And the first step that you're going to need to do, there's 5 steps altogether. The first step that you're going to need to do is to determine your eligibility. So if you already have a VA loan right now, you may not be able to pull this off without having to put some money down. But the most part, if you don't have a VA loan right now and you are eligible for a VA loan, meaning you're a veteran or you're currently serving in the military, and there's other stipulations as well, but you'll have to check those guidelines out, then you can still use a VA loan to buy a house, and you can buy 2 to 4 units with this. Okay, so step number 1, determine what your eligibility is to be able to buy a home. Step number 2 is to figure out how much of a loan that you can qualify for. I would love to be a resource for you. I'm currently licensed in 25 states across the United States, so I can help out just about anybody in most markets. And then my company is also licensed in 50 states. So if you have any questions about VA loans, hopefully I could be a great resource for you to be able to get qualified. So one of the benefits of buying a multifamily property is that, number 1, you have to live in one of the units, even though you're going to be buying it as a primary residence. But the really cool thing about it, and this is step number 2, is that you can use the rental income of the other units to help offset the debt payment that you're going to have when you obtain a mortgage to buy this type of a property. So if you're, for example, going to buy a 4-plex, the rental income coming in from the other 3 units that you're going to be renting out, where you're going to live in one of them, the other 3 are going to be rented out, you're going to actually be able to use that income to help you offset the debt of the mortgage payment going forward. And then eventually, when you want to move out of this property, you could refinance into a different loan. Hopefully you have enough equity to be able to do that. But you could get a full 4-unit investment property down the road if you were to move out eventually and use your potential unit for income going forward. So that's the benefit of buying these multifamily properties with VA loans, because you have to live in one unit right now, and then later on you don't have to live in that unit going forward. Step number 3 is to find a trusted realtor. And this is something that hopefully you'll be able to find in your particular market that you're looking for. You want to make sure that you find somebody that you trust. That is the #1 thing going forward, I would say, when you're looking for a realtor. So friends or family, referrals are always a great source of finding a trusted realtor. If you're going to buy a multifamily property with a VA loan, I would say that you would probably want to make sure that that person has experience, #1, with VA loans, and #2, with multifamily properties as well. That might be hard to find, but I know you can do it, especially in your market. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions about that, and I'll be happy to help you out if you can. Step number 4 is to make an offer on a property. And one of the things that, I really want you to think about when you're buying a multi-unit property is that this is eventually going to be a full income property for you. So don't get carried away with some of the vanity type amenities that a property might have, like, updated kitchens and, redone bathrooms and things of that nature, right? We're buying this for investment purposes. So the #1 thing that we really need to think about is, let's make sure that this property is going to cash flow going forward. That means that the income coming in from the other units that you're going to be renting out is going to be greater than what the mortgage payment is on the property that you're going to buy. That's a good investment. So really, really consider the math when you're trying to figure out, is this a good property for me to buy or not? Rather than, does it have great curb appeal? Does it have a great kitchen? Things like that. Like, in the end of the day, they don't really matter. It's really going to be a cash decision. It should really depend on the numbers for you, whether or not this is going to be a good investment property now or down the road for you. Okay. And number 5, the last thing we want to do is make sure that we close this deal appropriately. We're going to want to really make sure that the rental survey is done during the appraisal process, which they will always do to help us determine what the market rents are for the property. It could be that the property that you're buying has below market income coming in from the particular units that they have. And what can you do as soon as you get the property under your name? You can raise the rents. Right? So that'll help bring in more income for the property to help you offset the debt and hopefully have a positive cash flow going forward when you're buying the right property. Just remember, this is a business or an investment that you're actually buying when you buy investment property, whether you're using a VA loan or any other type of loan. So again, really, really make sure you run the numbers. It's up to you to find the right numbers on whether or not this is a good deal or not going forward for investments. If you have any questions at all, please make sure you reach out to me, and I look forward to speaking with you more about your next VA loan multifamily purchase. Talk to you soon. Have a great one. Bye.